Pop, could you just talk about the final 4 minutes of regulation, what your message was to your guys and how they executed?
Well, we just wanted to keep playing, keep competing. Trying to make stops, trying to make some adjustments, both personnel-wise and defensively, to try to get more stops and then stay in attack mode on offense. And it worked out, but it was anybody's game, that's for sure.
Coach, right here, Gary George, Inland Valley News. Can you talk about the X factor in this game? I know everybody played a terrific game, but as far as defensively stopping Curry, talk about the defense of Kawhi.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about with the X factor. I don't know what that means or what that is, and I don't remember stopping Curry. So I can't answer your question. I can't help you.
But did he do a good job? You think? I mean, you had several.
Who? Did who do a good job? Yeah, he did a good job. He was fine.
Can you describe what happened to Duncan? What he was feeling that you kept him out for?
He's had the flu. He's been sick, and he gave it a shot, but it became pretty apparent there that he wasn't going to tell me the truth anymore. So I had to pull the plug myself because he's a competitor and he didn't want to come off the floor. So I had to make it happen.
In that regard, Pop, Boris Diaw hadn't played since April 6th, and he had to fill in. Could you talk about the job that he did, and especially hitting a shot there?
He was special. I mean, he played good defense, but offensively, he's got such a high IQ that it helped us. He made shots, but he also spaced the floor correctly. He ran pick and roll well. He was just really special after all that time off. We didn't think that he'd be able to come back and, if anything else, play that long. We didn't expect him to have that many minutes.
Talk about Danny Green. He played really well down the stretch. He had a steal where he poked away that steal. He had a block shot and hit some clutch shots.
Well, I thought we competed in the second half, and really from the fourth quarter, mid-fourth quarter on, we looked like a team who realized we were in the playoffs and it's going to be physical, and you got to compete on every down. Until then, I thought they were the more physical team. I thought they executed better, and we looked like we were looking for answers, I thought. But in the end, we finally, woke up in that regard, fortunately.
Pop, can you describe your range of emotions between those last 2 threes from Manu?
That's great. You're a very observant man. I went from trading him on the spot to wanting to cook him breakfast tomorrow. That's the truth. And when I talk to him and say, Manu, he goes, this is what I do. That's what he's going to tell me. So I stopped coaching him a long time ago. Anybody else?
Manu, can you just talk about that last minute? You go from taking a pretty ill-advised shot, and then the swing of emotions of be hitting a huge shot like that.
Yeah, I know. I took a really bad shot. I was on the top of the key. I have no chance whatsoever to make it to the basket to penetrate. I was very tired, and Jack gave me a couple of feet. I thought I could make it. No, there was no shot. The last play, it wasn't for me. They just left me open. I set a screen for TD, and both went with him, and they left me open on the weak side. When I caught it, I just saw Bazemore flying, so I just tried to give it a lot of air, and it went in. As you guys can tell, it wasn't my best shooting night ever, but it really helps if you can make the last one.
Manu, certainly the comeback tonight was a collective team effort, but can you talk in particular about the contributions of Boris Diaw and Danny Green? They hit a bunch of big shots in regulation and in the 2 overtimes.
Boris was incredible. Without Thiago and with TD sick, we needed him to contribute. It's not easy to do what he did today. He played 26 minutes after not playing a second for more than 3 weeks. I'm not sure how many weeks he missed. But he played great D, made a couple big shots that really helped us on that run. So key contributor today.
Manu, when you're having a rough shooting night like you were having, does it almost help to get one of those last-second shots where you don't have time to think about it, you just let it fly?
Yeah. Not that I was shy today, even though I wasn't making them. But yeah, that last shot, you don't have another option. So you just let it fly. Try to use the best technique possible with the legs you have. But yeah, it helps you. You don't have a plan B there. So.
And I know Tim missed the practice Saturday with the illness. Coming into today, were you guys aware of how badly he was feeling? Did he let you know? Could you tell?
Not really. I realized on a timeout where his eyes were lost and he couldn't just raise his head. Pop was talking to him and he was just lost, like staring at the floor. Then I realized that he went back to the locker room at a point that he was, really feeling sick. But to tell you the truth, in the first half, I really didn't notice. But then you could tell that it wasn't him.
Manu, Pop said he went from wanting to trade you from that last shot to wanting to make you breakfast. Did he say anything like that, or can you even repeat what he said to you?
No, he didn't say a word. There are faces that means a lot, and I already know him. When I shot that one from the top of the key, I kind of turned with the side of my eye. I saw his face and his body language. I mean, he was right. It was a terrible shot in a key moment. So it really helped me that I made that last one, because if not, it could have been a tough night. And tomorrow is after practice day. So, we won, and that what counts now.
What?
Do you think the Pope prayed for you today? He's already on the morning there.
Second?
The Pope.
The Pope. I don't know.
Prayed for you today.
No idea if he follows the NBA or not. I know he's a soccer guy, but not sure if he watches basketball.
Manu, can you talk about, as far as, Golden State came out with a hot hand and they had a big lead. Do you think it was the double overtime that caused you guys to hit your stride and to, factor in because you had so much rest?
It could be. I mean, Steph played 58 minutes. So after having a third quarter like he had, of course you do get tired. We were very tired. So I imagine after playing 58, it's not easy. But, after, with so many minutes played, everybody is exhausted. You give everything you have in every minute you play. And, having extra 10 is tough. As I said before, the most I played in the last month was been 20 minutes. Today, 36. Tony had to play 48. That we're not used to that. And in a game that emotional, it's even tougher. So we all going to need a good day of rest tomorrow and rehab, and come ready for another really tough one in 2 days.
Oh, sorry if this has already been asked. Were you the first option, and how shocked were you to be so wide open on that last shot?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't even an option, to tell the truth. They told me just go screen and stay far from the play. That was the truth. The play was for Tony or Boris, and they got confused. I know that 2 went with Tony, and I started waving at Kawhi because I was wide open. He threw it, and I didn't have another option. I just had to shoot it. Went in, great. If not, it could have been a tough night.